become so famous over a song, Creep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fairly depressing.
It is actually, and what's even more depressing is, you know, that song to me was almost a joke when I wrote it, yeah. And then I got all the letters from people who didn't see the joke at all, and there's some of the people that were coming to the gigs and were just sort of, it was, you know, I'm almost like issuing a challenge with this record and saying, well, that was almost a joke, you know, and a lot of people, I think it was like a full stop on a period of time as well. So people like like the whole Generation X thing, which was just bullshit. It was depressing because it was one song and it got misinterpreted, but then that's inevitable and that's fine. But like this album was you know, we're moving on. Why don't you know, get a life?
It keeps coming up in the songs about how what's the point? Don't you think?
A lot of this album was bits of that because that was what I was going through at the time, because everything pretty much changed overnight really for us, and there was like a lot of locking myself in the room and writing sort of songs of consolation. So there is sort of, there's bits of what the point, but I think it's much more uplifting than that. I think it stems from that, but I think there's, you know, came the sense of coming through the other side, which is more important. You know, if it was just me singing "What's the Point," then it'd probably be the most boring record in the world, but it isn't.
No.